Well, if you heard about the success rate of traders, specifically currency traders, you may have heard the 5% number of traders that are profitable. You may have heard that number being thrown around. But is that necessarily true? Our guest today is John Forman. He's the author of The Essentials of Trading. John, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So is that 5% of traders are profitable? Is that a true statistic?
Well, it's hard to judge because we don't have any solid numbers, but I've seen some reports from a prominent social network who says that in the last year at least, 27% of their traders are profitable. So that would tend to belie the whole 95% losers.
All right, so if only 27%, then that means a little less than 75% are still unprofitable.
Right.
So does that mean that almost like the 80-20 rule, those 27% of the traders are making all the money?
Well, you could probably even say the top 10% are making most of the money, and there's going to be some of that 27 who are probably close to break even, not making a lot. But it does at least give hope to those people who thought maybe they were in the 95%.
Right, so it's a little bit greater, I guess. Do you have any idea of what these 27% are doing?
The strategies are varied. I didn't see a breakdown of style or time frame, but one thing that I did find interesting was that 60% of the trades done by the whole community that they sampled were profitable, but 73% of the traders are unprofitable. So it tells you that the connection between win rate and profitability is not what a lot of people think it's cracked up to be.
What do you think about that as opposed to stock trading? Do you think the percentages are very similar?
I wouldn't be surprised if they were, really. I mean, similar types of people. I think stock traders probably have a slightly longer term psychology than a Forex traders do, but I think that the numbers won't be too different.
And you've trained a lot of newer traders too. Anything that you've found that sets those guys apart that do really well in this business?
I think taking a long-term perspective to your trading really makes a difference, because a lot of people get into it thinking quick buck. I'm going to make 120% this year, and I'm going to do that for a couple of years, and then that's it. It's going to be great. I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I'm 25 or whatever. But the reality is, successful trading is about trading for many years, relatively consistently, and building up your trading stake, not about making one big score.
So lots of singles instead of a few home runs.
Right.
And in your own trading experience, how do you develop it where you're okay and you're consistent with those singles and trying to slowly build up that trading account?
It's a question of knowing how you're going to approach the market. Everybody's going to do it slightly differently. You can't necessarily pick up what somebody else does and think that that's not going to necessarily work for you just because it made them a lot of money. That's not the case. So you have to kind of break it down into what market really should you be trading? What time frame really should you be trading? Because most people can't trade short term. They've got jobs and families or students or whatever the case may be. Day trading is not for the vast majority of people, even though a lot of people seem to think that that's what they should be doing. And a lot of people think they should be trading for a living, which, again, most people shouldn't be doing. And it's a question of trading for a living versus trading for wealth building. And I think for most people, it's the wealth building thing that they should be focused on, not the income.
John, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.